Hey, trigonometry students, welcome back. I am so excited to start this school year. I cannot even explain how excited I am. I'm ready to go! Ready to go! And so here we are. We are back in it. This is one of my favorite classes to teach. Trigonometry means triangle, base of triangle measurements. Trigonometry and the metry measure. So it's not all about triangles. In fact, it's much more than that. You can do some fancy cool stuff on your calculator. Let me work on that glare there. Okay, let's see if we can do this without the glare. I always forget how bad the glare is on the there. Okay, so let's say we had y equals tangent x. You can have a nice cool graph that looks like that. Okay, yay, tangent x. If I had y equals negative tangent x, we could have something fun here and create that. We could make them the same color, or other than making cool patterns, what else could we do? Okay, well, let's clear those guys out, and let's say I had cosine x, and watch how this one goes. Okay, and this is what trigonometry really helps, is especially on an x and y axis. If we make the x-axis time and the y-axis, different heights, different amounts, we can then graph what's called a periodic function. Okay, and so this is useful for figuring out when the next tides, high tide, low tides, are a good example of mapping a periodic function as a clock goes around relative as the angle of the second hand or minute hand, whichever one goes around a clock. That can be represented as a periodic function. Volleyball height, as the ball goes back and forth from one side to the other, it can be mapped as a periodic function. All kinds. Trigonometry helps us triangulate coordinate. How do we get something? How do we find something? The location of something. So using trigonometry, we can use that. It's not always about right triangles. That'll be the first section, is a lot about right triangles. And then later we discover how to use oblique triangles and acute triangles, how to use the law of cosines and sines. But right out of the gates, one of the things that we definitely need to review, and this was in Algebra 2, I'm just letting you guys know, we need to review irrational functions. And I don't know how far you got into that, and if you didn't, that's fine. We're going to spend some time reviewing that. So this is why we're going to probably jump. I was debating whether to do pre-calc first or trig. We're going to jump here, stop, and then deal with radicals, and then end this. So we definitely need to deal with irrational functions, because we're going to be using square roots and all kinds of. So the second semester is called pre-calc. Okay. So first semester we're devoted to 3 sections, 3 units essentially on trigonometry. The first section's kind of the basics, learning how it works with a graph and periodic functions. Second one's dealing with identities. Then the third one's dealing with different types of triangles. And word problems, of course. We love word problems. Then pre-calculus dealing with probability, sequences, series, and conic sections. And I love that one because it ties well into going into calculus. So super excited about teaching you guys. We're going to be stretched. We're going to have fun. We are going to learn a lot of math. We are going to grow together and be challenge one another. And I'm very, very excited, very hopeful that you guys can help one another, encourage one another, and always don't ever hesitate as you get challenged to ask for help. And during this time of COVID with classroom and whatnot, just first day, let's spread out and get ready to go. That's all I got. So I really look forward to you guys. I'm looking at my class roster right here. Looks like we have a real just top-notch crew. So yeah, let's dive into it. And you know me, this is Mr. Weeks. So those of you who I didn't even introduce myself. So I am Mr. Weeks to the new student in the roster, and I look forward to meeting you. I look forward to growing you in the area of mathematics. So, all right, take care and God bless. Bye.